You're listening to the Living Beyond Broken podcast. If your life or the life of a loved one has been touched by divorce, mistreatment, addiction, or abuse, you may feel broken, even broken beyond repair. Carolyn Calton, a Christ-centered, self-worth, and relationship revitalization educator and coach, will help you find purpose as today's ChangeMaker, Chainbreaker, so you can turn stress, anxious thinking, anger, and dysfunction to hope, direction, happiness, and peace. Now, here's your host, Carolyn Calton.
Holiday time, what's it like for you? Holiday time can be an amazing and fun time or not. Memories of Christmas past can help us or haunt us, depending on our life experiences, many of which have to do with our families of origin. Our family systems have a huge effect on our belief systems, which can influence how we spend the holidays and what we do in our traditional celebrations. Maybe you've discovered that healing yourself is the way to heal your family and family line. So today is a good day to discuss family trees, intergenerational patterns, and you. Freedom from destructive, dead-end generational patterns and beliefs makes room for healthy, productive, life-changing progress. The way is not always easy, but it is possible, especially at holiday times where traditions take center stage. Do you know what family patterns and belief systems are at work influencing your life today? How is that so? What does it matter, and why? Parents influence our habits, skills, values, language, mannerisms, the way we treat others, and more. Our ancestors have passed down their own perceptions about life, love, and happiness, among a myriad of other things, to their children for many generations. Whether we know it or not, we're influenced by their ways of thinking, behaving, and believing. How does your intergenerational family influence your life today? It's important to recognize that we all have perceptions in our present day that have largely been influenced by our intergenerational family. These include perceptions about people, relationships, education, service, religion, devotion to family, devotion to country, and so forth. These perceptions are like seeds that grow into our family patterns and belief systems. In her book, Feelings Buried Alive Never Die, Carol Trueman said, "The perceptions that created our beliefs and the degree to which they were validated soon determined the pattern or the roadmap which we have followed throughout our life." Why it matters. Your own perceptions of life, love, and happiness, then, influence every daily choice you make. Like smooth stones cast into a perfectly still lake, your choices, both positive and negative, influence many generations after you through their ripple effect. What happens in your home then extends to society and impacts society and the world. Therefore, it's imperative that you pay attention to what happens in your home. I once penned this little verse: secure the home, secure society. Stabilize the home, stabilize society. Don't let chaos reign supreme. Traditions of the fathers. The values and beliefs we pick up from those in our family line who went before us are often referred to as the traditions of the fathers. These traditions are family patterns. In other words, their values, thought patterns, and habit patterns have had an influence on us. Because everyone is human, their influence usually includes both positives and negatives in different proportions for each individual. As you may know on the internet, I'm known as Family Tree Gal. I love to say, as we value our history, it becomes clear how we can become our best, most happy and capable selves. We learn what personal character traits contribute to strong, safe, secure family relationships. And in contrast, we can see what detracts from and destroys them. This knowledge helps us develop a healthy concern about contributing positively to the future of our own family line. Influence. Most families have within them combinations of good influences as well as areas that need lots of improvement. Some family patterns and traditions influence us for good, such as traditions of families gathering together for happy holiday celebrations, or saying please and thank you and treating yourself and others with kindness and respect. We can develop patterns of patriotism, faith, prayer, qualities of character such as honesty, trustworthiness, responsibility, fairness, caring, and civility. But some patterns, some family patterns, get in our way. In contrast to happy Christmas celebrations, there are those children who may even be adults now that get sick to their stomach knowing a family celebration is coming. Because let's say, for example, dad gets drunk, and although things are okay for a while, he ends up abusing either verbally or physically mom and or the children. Children begin to take on personal beliefs that are out of alignment with their true identity as a child of God with a divine nature and purpose for living and contributing to their family and humanity. Their inner worth is affected in serious ways. Using the example above, they may begin to believe, for instance, that they don't matter or that they're not important. What they see as love draws them to conclude that love hurts, or perhaps men can't be trusted, or if the abuser happens to be a woman, women can't be trusted. Some patterns of thinking and being that result from these influences become habits and may be so familiar to us that they're not even called into question. Any consistent action that leads to prejudice, jealousy, hatred, lack of forgiveness, greed, and other negative energies would fall into this category. Frequent harsh words and criticisms, contentions, bickering, and sarcasm can become what we view as normal in family relationship if that's what we're constantly exposed to in the environment at home. Since healing yourself is the way to heal your family and family line, I encourage you to choose one quality or characteristic to let go of this week and one quality or characteristic to improve. You are today's ChangeMaker, Chainbreaker. As today's ChangeMaker, Chainbreakers in our family lines, we're here to create positive change in spite of any disruptions or destructive patterns in our families of origin, or in spite of what may be occurring in our family now. Each of us can ignite the light of extraordinary family purpose in ourselves and our families. We do it by igniting the light of our own personal power to influence others for good through making principle-centered choices in order to secure the home and stabilize society. Check out my class offerings that can help you strengthen your ability to live according to the principles that govern happiness in yourself and your relationships. This podcast excerpt has been taken from the Revitalize Your Inner Worth, Get Out of the Sludge class, found at www.familytreequest.com. That class was created especially for highly frustrated or deeply discouraged men and women who have experienced the disruptive ripple effects of divorce as an adult or child, mistreatment, addiction, or abuse that has touched their lives in one way or another. Their lives, their family, or might be found anywhere in their family lines. Break free and rise above destructive thought patterns, habit patterns, and family patterns so you can fill your highest priorities with full purpose of heart. Till next time, this is Carolyn Calton.
Your ability to bounce back is possible, no matter your past. Carolyn will help you leave behind what's holding you back. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And to be sure to check out Carolyn's Renew You classes. You can find contact information, links to her social media, and more at FamilyTreeQuest.com.